Hello and welcome to this video. Today I want to talk about Photoshop 2021's new sky replacement tool. A lot of us already do sky replacements, but now Adobe has added in a more automatic way of doing it. So we're going to give it a try on this image from my own maternity image that was taken by my husband. We traveled a long way to get to this specific location. And as you can see, we ended up with a boring, cloudy sky instead of the beautiful sunset that I had envisioned. So we'll try and make it a little bit better and replace the sky. We're going to go to Edit, Sky Replacement, and it's going to bring up the sky replacement box. Now it gives you a list of default Adobe provided sky overlays that you can use, or you can use your own. I don't have any ready to go, so we will just use Adobe's sky, and I'd like a sunset because that's what I had originally wanted for this session. Now here you have some options. You can shift the horizon edge up and down. I'm going to shift it up quite a bit because when you do sky overlays, you want to have a faded horizon on your overlay. If it goes right down to the edge, it's not going to look very realistic. And you want the edge to be faded at 100 because the more you lower this bar down, the harder that edge gets. So I'm going to leave it at 100 because we want a realistic sky. Now, the brightness changes the brightness of the sky itself. Temperature makes your sky overlay cooler or warmer. I'm going to warm it up just a tiny little bit. Scale will change the scale of the overlay itself. You can make it smaller or larger, depending on your image and the overlay you're using. I'm going to leave it about right there. Foreground adjustments. As you can see, the sky replacement tool is making adjustments to the foreground, which is this part of the image, the bottom part where your subject is standing. And you can adjust the opacity of that automatic foreground adjustment. You can make it stronger or weaker, depending on your preferences. I'm going to make it weaker because I've already edited this image. I don't need any lighting adjustments to my foreground. So this looks pretty good to me. We're going to hit OK. And it's going to give us a sky replacement group. So we can turn off and turn on the entire sky overlay. Here we can go back in and adjust the sky brightness if we wanted to, or the sky temperature. Here is the sky itself. And here's the foreground lighting that I was just talking about. Here's the foreground color. And as you can see, you can go back in and adjust those opacities again. So until you flatten this entire image, you still have the power to adjust all the things that you were playing with in the original sky replacement box. Very smart thinking on Adobe's part. So here for the sky, normally when you do a sky replacement, you would want to blur the overlay to match the existing depth of field blur on your image. It actually looks pretty okay compared to the original sky. You still have some definition in the clouds here, and especially this island over here. So I don't think I'm going to blur it any further. But if I were going to, I would select this sky over here in the Layers panel, go to Filter, Blur, and I would use Gaussian Blur to do that. So overall, it looks like it did a pretty good job of automatically masking around the subject. When you zoom in, I do see, a very tiny bit of a halo around the hair, but it's not something that's going to stand out when you're looking at the image as a whole. I have seen some pretty bad halos in a lot of sky replacement images, and this one is nothing compared to those. So as far as an automatic, don't do anything else sky replacement, this new feature in Photoshop 2021 is awesome, and I can't wait to use it in future images of mine. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. See you later.